What's up guys, Jason here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple and efficient bedrock farm in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. It works on all versions of Minecraft Bedrock, whether you play on a phone, tablet, Xbox, PS4, Nintendo Switch, or PC. As you guys can see here, this farm will allow you to obtain a bunch of bedrock blocks in survival mode. For this farm, all you'll need is one hopper, one lever, 9 redstone, 1 redstone repeater, 2 redstone comparators, 1 stone button, 1 ender pearl, 1 empty locator map, 2 glass blocks, 1 glass pane, 2 snow blocks, 1 pumpkin, 1 slab, about a stack of solid blocks. You guys can use any type of solid block that you want, 2 chests, 1 water bucket, 1 sticky piston, 4 pistons, 2 slime blocks, 22 end crystals, 2 obsidian blocks, 1 observer, 4 dirt blocks, some dark oak saplings. By the way, you guys can bring any amount of dark oak saplings that you want, however, you need at least 4. 15 bone meal, and finally 1 diamond pickaxe. The first step is to go to the end. Once you guys are in the end, go over to the center of the end portal. You're now going to want to find the west side of the end portal. To do this, open an empty locator map. Now position yourself so that your arrow points towards the left side of the map. As you guys can see here, my arrow is pointing towards the left side of the map when I'm facing this direction. This direction is west. Once you have found west, mark it down with a solid block. Then come over here to this spot. Now break these 2 blocks, 1, 2. Then break 6 blocks this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now turn over to the left and break 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then turn over to the left again. Then break 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finally, break this block over here. After you guys have created that outline, come over to one corner. Now dig down 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Then clear out this entire outline. By doing this, you guys will clear out an area so you can easily make this farm. After you guys are done with that step, you should have dug out an area that looks like this. The bottom part of your end portal should be 3 blocks above the ground. The next step is to come over here. Now place a block at this spot. Then place down 4 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then break these 4 blocks. Now break these 4 blocks as well. Then place 4 dirt blocks. Then break these blocks that you placed over here. Now plant a dark oak sapling on top of each of these dirt blocks. Then bone meal one of them. As you guys can see here, that should create a tree. Once you guys have created that tree, break it down. After you guys are done breaking down your tree, check to see if this bedrock block over here is gone. If the bedrock block at this spot is still there, you will need to plant down another tree, then bone meal it, and break it down until you get this block to be gone. After a dark oak log has spawned over here to destroy the bedrock block, replace these 4 endstone blocks. The next step is to come down here. Now place 2 blocks at this spot, and an obsidian block over here. Then break these 2 blocks. Now place an end crystal on top of the obsidian. Then break the obsidian block and replace it with a solid block. Now place a sticky piston at this spot. Make sure it faces downwards. Then place 2 slime blocks over here. 1, 2. Now place a button over here. Then click it. As you guys can see there, that should pull the end crystal up 1 block higher. Now break these 2 blocks. Then hit this button again. Once the end crystal has been brought up to that spot, break the sticky piston and the slime block. Then place the sticky piston over here. Make sure it's facing that way. Now place a button at the side of the sticky piston, then click it. By the way, if your end crystal teleports up here and breaks that bedrock block, that's fine. Now place 2 blocks over here. Then break the sticky piston and this block. Now place it at this spot. Then place a button at the side of the sticky piston, then click it. As you guys can see there, that should break that bedrock block over there. Once that bedrock block has been broken, break these blocks. At this point, you guys are going to need to destroy that end crystal. If you guys are in survival mode and want to avoid taking damage, you can shoot it with a bow. After destroying the end crystal, repair this area. The next step is to place a block over here and an obsidian block at this spot. Now place 2 blocks over here, then break this block. Now place an end crystal at the spot. Then turn over this way and place down a piston. Make sure the piston faces towards the end crystal. The next step is to put a button on top of the piston. Now click it. Then place a block over here. Then click it. Then place a block over here. Now click the button again. Then do that again. Now do that once more. By doing that, we're eliminating the end portal blocks. We're going to want to move that end crystal around until all of the end portal blocks, except for this one that I'm standing directly above over here, is destroyed. Once the end crystal is at that spot, break the piston, and break these blocks as well. Now come over here, then place the piston at the spot. Make sure it's facing that way. Then place a button on top of the piston and click it. Now place a block over here, then click it. Now break this piston in this block. Then turn over this way and place the piston over here. Make sure it's facing towards the end crystal. Now place a button on top of the piston, then click it. Then place a block over here, now hit the button. Then do that again. Then do it again. Once the end crystal is at that spot, break these blocks in that piston. Now place the piston at this spot. Then place a button on top and click it. Now break the piston. Then turn over this one and place a piston over here. Now place a button on top of the piston. Place a block at this spot, then click it. Place another block, then click it again. Then do that again. Once the end crystal is at that spot, break these blocks. Then break this piston. Then turn over this way and place a piston at this spot. Now place a button over here and click it. Then place a block at this spot and click it. Now break this piston in this block. Now turn over this way. Then place a piston at this spot. Now place a button on top and click it. And then place a block over here and click the button again. Do that again. Then do that again. Now break the piston in these blocks. Now come over here and place a piston at the spot. Now place a button on top of this piston. Then hit it. Now place a block over here. Then hit the button again. Finally, break this block in this piston. As you guys can see here, that should cause all the end portal blocks to be destroyed, except for this one over here. By the way, if you guys move the end crystal around to destroy the end portal blocks in a different order than I did, that's fine. The main thing that matters is that there's only one end portal block left over here. The next step is to put an end crystal on top of each spot that is on fire. To do that, punch the fire, then place down your end crystal, and keep repeating that for each of the fire spots. After you guys are done placing all those end crystals, come over here, then break these 3 blocks. Now place an obsidian block at this spot, then place an end crystal on top. Now place an obsidian block over here, then break this one. Now place an end crystal at the spot. After you guys are done placing those 2 end crystals, break this obsidian block. The next step is to come over here, then place a piston at the spot. Make sure it's facing this way. Then place a lever on top of the piston. At this point, you guys are going to want to quickly flick the lever twice so that this end crystal gets moved over there. As soon as the end crystal is moved over, you're going to want to put out that fire by punching it, then plant an end crystal at that spot. Make sure you guys do this step very quickly, otherwise this farm will not work. As you guys can see there, whenever you do that, the end portal will regenerate. After you guys are done placing all those end crystals, your farm should be looking like this. The next step is to come over here. Now place a block at this spot, then place an observer over here. Make sure the top row of that observer faces this way. Then place a block over here. Now place 2 blocks on top of that block. Now place a block on each of these sides. Then place a block on each of these 3 spots. Now come up here. Then break these 2 blocks. Now place 2 snow blocks over here and a pumpkin on top. That should create a snow golem. After you guys have created snow golem, come in here and try to push it over towards the end portal. Then take an ender pearl and ender pearl up here. Then place a glass pane at the spot. As you guys can see here, that glass pane should keep the snow golem at the corner of this block. That will cause it to generate snow at that spot. After you've done that, place a block on top of here. The next step is to come down here. Now place a piston at the spot. Then place 2 blocks over here and a piston over here. Make sure both of those pistons are facing that way. Now break these 2 blocks. The next step is to place 2 blocks over here and a block at this spot. Now place a block over here, glass block over here, and over here. Then break this block. Now place the redstone on top of each glass block and each of these 2 blocks. Then turn over this way and place down a redstone repeater. Make sure the 2 prongs of that redstone repeater are facing that way. After placing down that redstone repeater, click it once. Now place 2 blocks over here and 2 down here. Then turn over to this side. Now place a block at this spot. The next step is to break this block. Now place 2 redstone over here and 1 over here. As you guys can see there, that redstone system should cause endstone to be constantly pushed over to that spot. If your redstone system is not working like this, make sure you made it correctly. If you made the redstone system correctly, but the endstone still isn't being pushed over to this spot, you need to redo placing down the 2 end crystals at this corner. The next step is to come down here. Now place a piston at the spot. This piston should be under that block. Make sure it faces this way. Now place 2 blocks over here and 2 over here. Then place a redstone comparator at the spot. Make sure the 2 prongs of the redstone comparator are facing towards that piston. Then come over to this spot. Now place a redstone comparator over here. Make sure the 2 prongs of that redstone comparator are facing that way. Now place a redstone on top of this piston. The next step is to place 2 blocks over here, 1 over here, and 2 over here. Then place a water bucket at this spot. That water should flow that way. The next step is to place a slab over here. Then break these 2 blocks. Now place a double chest. Then crouch down and place a hopper. Make sure that hopper funnels downwards towards the double chest. You guys can tell the hopper is falling downwards because the nozzle of it should be facing towards the chest. That hopper will collect all of the bedrock that is generated in this farm and funnel it into the collection's chest. After you have made that collection system, place 2 blocks over here and 2 blocks over here. Then place a redstone at the spot and a lever over here. The final step is to enclose this little water area so that Enderman will not be able to attack you while you use this farm. To do that, place 3 blocks over here and 3 over here. Then place 3 at this spot. Now place 2 over here. Now place 3 over here. And 1 at the spot. Endermen are 3 blocks tall, so they will not be able to attack you when you stand in here. I am now going to do a quick fly around so you guys can check and make sure you've made this farm correctly. Over there, you guys should have all of your end crystals. Over here, you guys should have your snow golem chamber. Down here, you guys should have all of your redstone. It's really important that you guys do the redstone correctly. Finally, over here, you guys have your collection system and that little water AFK spot. How this farm works is by having end crystals in all those spots, the end portal will constantly regenerate. Our redstone system will detect whenever the portal regenerates because the snow golem is constantly generating snow at that spot. Whenever the snow is changed because the portal regenerates, the observer will detect that and send a redstone signal down to our pistons. Whenever the end portal regenerates, this piston over here will delete the bedrock block and that piston up there will push an endstone block over there. Whenever using this farm, we're going to stand over here and then try to mine the bedrock block. Then we'll get pushed over to the side, and whenever we break the endstone, we'll have a chance to break bedrock. I am now going to show you all how to use this farm. To use it, first make sure there's a crosshair in the middle of your screen. If you guys are in Minecraft Pocket Edition and don't have a crosshair, you can turn on split controls. Now come in here, then wait for that piston to extend. Now stand over here and aim a crosshair at the middle of the bedrock block. Now hold down whatever button is on your device to mine blocks. As you guys can see here, whenever you get pushed over, you will mine the endstone and have a chance to get bedrock blocks. If you guys don't appear to be getting bedrock blocks, I suggest you try adjusting the spot that you're aiming at. You guys should try to aim somewhere in the middle of that bedrock block. Also, make sure you guys are mining using a diamond pickaxe. Whenever you guys want to collect the drops, all you have to do is open this collection's chest. As you guys can see there, it has picked up all the bedrock. Whenever you guys are done using this farm, make sure to flick this lever down to shut it off before you leave. That will prevent the farm from breaking. Whenever you guys want to use it again, flick this lever up, then come over here. Now hold down whatever button is on your device to mine this spot. Then you should be able to get more bedrock. By the way, if this farm ever stops working for you, then come over here and check to see if the piston at this spot has been destroyed. If it has, you'll need to replace it. To do that, quickly break these 2 blocks. Then replace the piston over here. Now enter pearl out of the spot. Then replace this block. I am now going to show you all a couple easy ways you guys can get back to the overworld after making this farm. One easy way you guys can do that is to place down an ender chest. Now put all of your items inside of it. Then jump off into the void. Once you die and respawn in the overworld, you can open an ender chest to get all your stuff back. Another easy way you guys can get back to the overworld is to destroy the end crystals. Destroying the end crystals will cause the end portal blocks to regenerate. By the way, doing that will destroy this farm. I hope you all enjoyed learning how to make this simple and efficient Minecraft bedrock farm. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for what I should do in future videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out other Minecraft videos. I upload every day. Thanks for watching.